Hello everybody. I hope that you guys have an absolutely amazing day today. Welcome back to Soulful Energetics. This incredible space was created so that you can thrive and find the purest resources that you can possibly find, channeled straight from the universe, so that you can evolve and so that you can also find that incredible tribe of people that you have been waiting to connect with. Good morning, Sadie. So today I was tapping in and figuring out what the energy was all about today, and I just kept hearing the word transparency. So transparency is just the ability to be completely transparent with other people, with your surroundings. It's me being able to be the same way in front of you guys that I am with my friends or with my coworkers or my bosses or the random person at the gas station. It doesn't matter. That's transparency, is being you 100% of the time, no matter what. Good morning, Joni and Denise. Good morning, Stephanie and Kaylin. Oh, you guys are so beautiful. I love you guys so much. So today is all about transparency. Come on, Buddha. Let's not knock it all down. Today is about transparency. Now, the other thing, transparency, I feel like, is one of those double-sided coins, okay? So transparency is not just being you and you're being yourself in front of everybody. It is also the ability to speak your truth in all moments. So it's one of those double-sided coins there. So being able to be the same person that you are here in this tribe as you are throughout the world. Good morning, Denise. Hello. Yes. Ooh, exciting. Yes. Synchronicities everywhere. Blessings, love, all to everybody. So today is all about transparency and speaking your truth, because part of being transparent is being able to speak your truth, being able to truly share your message, share your voice, stand up for the things that you believe in, shatter old paradigms. Ooh, we are just cutting cards like crazy over here. Okay, I'm all about it. Same color scheme going on. Ooh, I'm loving that. You know me. I love it. So yeah, I never really knew. My parents used to always tell me, my mother specifically used to always tell me, you're not transparent. And I'm like, what does that even mean? I'm 15. And now as I've grown up, I have come to see what that means and how your surroundings really have an effect on who you are as a person. So being able to be transparent does not necessarily mean that it has to do with you being the same in every situation, but it also has to deal with the transparency of your surroundings. Do your surroundings match and are in alignment with who you truly are and what you are trying to build and create? Good morning, Joan. Yes. Oh my goodness. Divine number 11 up on the screen. Woo! I am loving this. So yes, transparency within yourself, transparency within your surroundings, and being able to fully speak your truth and stand in your authenticity and your power of who you are. So that is so big. Like all of the soul work that you have been doing lately, all of these crazy, amazing portals, it has all been leading you for these moments, for the work that is going to put you over the edge in that comfortability area, because you're growing, because you're evolving, because you're feeling those butterflies through those growing pains. That is what all of this spiritual work is doing. It is helping you evolve and gain confidence and strength and really feel out how amazing you really are, so that you can not only know that within yourself, but it can start to exude out and just flow out of your energy field, so that others can connect with you as well, and so that they also have the permission within their energetic field, just by crossing paths with you, that they can be themselves too. You absolutely never know what somebody else is going through, or what that one little thing is going to do to help spark this wildfire within another person. So transparency, making sure that you are being transparent everywhere. And if that means that you're going to lose some people along the way, then allow the universe to remove those people from your lives, because those are not your people. Those are not the people that are going to constantly be there with you no matter how much you evolve. Those are not the people who are going to support you. Those are going to be the type of people that are going to want to keep you small. They're going to want to keep you from sharing your message and spreading your voice and standing in your power. Why? Because as you grow and as you evolve, your energy starts increasing, your vibration starts raising, your frequency starts getting a little bit more in tune with the universe, and your light starts shining brighter. And not everybody in your life is going to want to see you shine. It's just a solid fact. So when you are going out today and you are learning how to be transparent and you are pushing yourself to that extra level that maybe you've been holding off on. Hello, Syed. Hello, Kathleen. that is going to be the time where the universe is going to start showing other people, this is this person. This is Kathleen. This is Sadie. This is Kaylin. This is Jasmine. This is everybody. Everybody. And that is how you truly start learning the people that are meant to be in your life forever. Because those types of people don't care how bright you shine. They are always going to lift you up. So being transparent for yourself. Also making sure that you are being transparent in all of your surroundings. And what I mean by that is you are holding up a mirror and you are making sure that you are being transparent in all situations. Now you need to have that mirror be reflected back to you and take in your surroundings of all of the people and the places and the things is what you are looking at, or what is looking back at you in alignment with your core values. Your core values, like that stuff that you go to sleep at night and you're like, nothing is going to shake this, like honesty and trust and compassion and empathy and love and forgiveness and power and authenticity and just you as a soul being. So making sure that when you are taking a look at your surroundings, they are in alignment with who you are on a soul level. Because if that is the case, then those are constantly going to be places that you know that whenever you go there, or whenever you interact with these people, it is going to be an equal distribution of energy. So when you are taking your cup and you are pouring into a person, place, or thing, that is going to pour right back into you. Equal distribution. They are not taking your light. It is an equal distribution. That is an equal energy exchange. So being able to put into retirement the things that are just not there. Like just go out today and challenge yourself to just be fearless. Be fearless about being who you are. Don't care what anybody else is going to look like, or if you're hugging a tree, or if you're sending out, a prayer to the universe, or if, you're doing some type of spiritual soul work outside, like earthing or grounding or yoga outside in the park. Like just be yourself, even if that's chanting light language and just, being the only person in town who has a wind chime on their mirror, like that's me. Always transparently myself. Because I want to know that everywhere I go, people know who I am. They know what I'm about. They can not only see it from how I dress and the words that I choose to speak, but they can also feel it in my energy. And there is some people that might combat what I just said with, oh, that's egotistical. No, I just am transparent. I am transparent in every interaction that I have with every single person. The way that I come in live to you guys right now is the same way that I'm going to be when I go meet the head sponsor of my full-time job today, like the big CEO. Like, this is me, And that is what the universe... Ooh, I'm getting the chills, guys. Like, this is so powerful, okay? Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, Katie. Like, now is the time. So just challenge yourself to go be fearless today. Hello, Herman. You have to challenge yourself to go be fearless, because that is how you start growing even deeper. That's how you start evolving. That's how you shed the skin of everything that is not you anymore. And you truly start to emerge as that solid soul, infinite sentient being that you are. Being fearless and being authentic is a gift for yourself. Being fearless and being authentic is also a gift for the world. Because as you raise the collective consciousness of the universe. And also, the more that you express yourself, the more that the people and places and things that are meant to be in your life forever are going to start coming into play. How is anybody going to know what you're about and what your morals and your values are and what your dreams and your passions are? And, how is anybody going to know that unless you start expressing yourself? So being fearless, being transparent, and retiring anything. Like if you come into play with some people that, yada yada, trying to down your shine, those are not your people. Retire them. If you walk into a certain place today or multiple places today and it's like, X amount of times that you've been in there and you always get that same feeling of, God, it's just not high vibe enough for me. Retire the place. And if it's one of the things where it's like your 9-to-5 job or something like that, or one of your part-time jobs, think about switching your jobs up. Just constantly start reevaluating and retiring anything that is not in alignment with who you are. Because when you are real and transparent, you want to be in the surroundings that also exude that, okay? So when you meet a new person and you're being authentically you and they're like, oh my gosh, I dig this person. Where do you want to go hang out next? And then you pick a place that matches your vibe instead of picking some low vibe place. That is transparency. That is completely matching your energy all across the board between all of your surroundings, who you are as a person. Just start retiring anything. So when you do this challenge today, don't be afraid to retire people that you've known forever. Don't be afraid to retire your favorite coffee shop or the gas station that you always go to. Just start up-leveling everything and see if the universe doesn't start bringing you new people and places and things that are matching your vibe pretty quickly, because that's how manifestation works. When you raise your vibe, the universe is going to start bringing you people and places and things that also match that high vibe that you are exuding. So if you're constantly hanging out in low vibe areas with low vibe people, that's what you're going to get more of. Simple as that. So retirement, yes. Parental care. Ooh, I'm loving this. So this is for all of the conscious parents out there. Yes, hi. I am loving this. So this is something that is really near and dear to my heart. Being a conscious parent to me is just treating my daughter as just this little conscious human that she is. It's nurturing all of her creativity. It's getting down and dirty and putting together, stick forts and climbing trees, and whatever her little heart desires is what I'm going to continue to fuel. Because how many times can we as people think back to our childhoods where we've had our creativity stifled, or we've had our voice silenced, or we've not been treated in the best way? So conscious parenting is just fueling whatever fires and passions that your little ones are wanting to get into. Conscious parenting is also about teaching your kids about the things that you are learning while you are spiritually evolving. Okay, so for example, I took my daughter, I couldn't get a sitter, and honestly, I didn't want to get a sitter. I wanted my daughter to hear this, to be in this energy, to share in this space, so that her subconscious brain could start soaking everything up. I took her to 2 different manifestation workshops in the area. And the first one, she was just more listening and reading her books and playing a game. But the second one that I took her to, we were all sitting in a circle instead of at desks like the first one. We were all sitting in this circle, and she was constantly chiming in. She was doing the meditations with us. She had this little journal. Oh gosh, I wish I had time to go grab it. She had this little journal that she was actually writing in about how she was going to start manifesting and what manifestation meant to her. She's 7 years old. And at the time, she was 6 years old when she was writing that. So conscious parenting is just opening your children up to the spirituality, to the soul of who they really are. It is nurturing anything that comes up for them. It is using kinder words. It's being more compassionate and loving, and absolutely opening them up to that beautiful realm that you guys are already privy to, so that they can already know. Like my daughter and I, we meditate together. We go to yoga together, we do all the things together. We do arts and crafts together, and it's just beautiful. And we are always going to the crystal shop together. Like the crystal shop people, the one that we really go to a lot, like they know us and they know her. She just comes in there bouncing with these big beautiful curls like, Mommy, I want to buy everything. Or she's the one that's picking out the big amethyst rock that's like $500, and I'm just looking at her like, you have incredible taste. You are definitely my child. Parental care is also about, not just for the conscious parents out there. Hello, beautiful dove. Oh my goodness, I'm loving this. Parental care is also about how you take care of yourself, nurturing your inner child. So we all have that inner child within us that was stifled as a young kid, like we just talked about a moment ago. So really letting your inner child play, like doing the things that make you feel like a kid again, doing the things that are near and dear to your heart, that just feel so good and they make you feel safe and loved like you were a kid. Treating yourself like your parents never treated you. Loving yourself like your parents or your family didn't have the opportunity, didn't really know how to do. Nurturing that inner child within you helps you heal from the inside out, just like everything else. But your inner child is like the core of you. It's like the core of you. So the more that you are purging and you are transmuting and you are releasing and getting rid of all of the hurt that has come as an adult, the more that you keep, it's like every time you heal something, you shed a layer, okay? So the more that you keep shedding and doing this work, the closer you're gonna get to that inner core, that inner child of who you truly are. And once you get there, then it's time to heal your inner child. So for me, I was sexually abused when I was 12 years old. My parents didn't believe me. My mother called me a whore. My dad told me that I wasn't his little girl anymore. And after that point, the unconditional love in my family died. We never were the same again. They didn't look at me the same. They didn't treat me the same. And that boy told me that in order for me to get anybody to love me, I had to give myself away, give my power away, give my body away, give my voice away, give everything that made me away. And I had to be a slave to anybody. So that really impacted me. That was one of these major childhood wounds, that inner child healing that I have to do. And I feel like sometimes I still have little things pop up that are on that subject. And whenever they pop up, you just don't fear that inner child healing. So parental care, the more that I have healed myself in that regard and really honored my inner child, the more I've been able to connect with myself on levels that I never thought possible. And I've used this diagram before. It just like came to me one day, but before you have anything happen to you in childhood, your brain is like this, okay? It's all formed together, all right? Then you have something traumatic and something painful happen to you. And it's like you split into two different brains. You have the brain over here that is, we're going to label it society's brain, the brain that is always, going with you through age. So 27, 28, linearly rising, okay, in societal terms. And then you have this part over here that's your inner child wounding, okay? So whatever age that trauma happened to you, that's where your inner child brain is. So my brain was always stuck at 12 years old. Okay, while over here, this part, society's brain, was still growing, 13, 14, 15, 16, on up. You feel me? Okay, so you are constantly living in this split mentality until you start healing. So you start healing the society brain of everything that's happened to you as an adult. And as you're doing that, you are getting closer and closer and closer to reuniting yourself. And then you're able to heal the inner child, and then the brain forms again as one. And so that's what it feels like for me. Every time I heal, I get closer to who I am at the core. And every time I get closer to who I am at the core, I feel like I am healing my inner child through and through. I am giving love to that 12-year-old little girl, and at all of the other ages where trauma has happened to me, like 5 and 7. And it just melds together as one, and you feel closer to yourself. You learn how to love yourself more gently. You learn how to not beat yourself up. Parental care is for those conscious parents out there just getting in and just loving your kids as if you love yourself, and just involving them in all of your spiritual work. And parental care is also you taking care of yourself and giving yourself the love that you might not have received as a child. And it's healing yourself so that you can come together as one within your energetic body, within your body-mind connection, okay? Beautiful. Ooh, so deep. Okay, loving this. So be true to who you are. That is what today is all about. Being true to who you are, being fearless, going out there and challenging yourself to be transparent AF, okay? Wear your wildest hippie clothes, put all the crystals on, like do the thing, sing out in the middle of the street, like I don't care what you do. Just be yourself. Whatever your soul is leading you to do, be completely transparent in who you are. If somebody brings something up that is totally not resonating with you, don't be afraid to stifle your voice and not say something, okay? Or walk away. If the universe is giving you some people that it's showing you that are not in alignment with who you are, retire it, because your surroundings you become your surroundings. So if you are constantly hanging out in those low vibe areas with those low vibe people, sooner or later your energy is going to start matching that if it hasn't already and you're just not aware of it yet, okay? So be true to who you are. Just be true to who you are in all situations, around all people. Good morning, Cheryl. Because that is the most important thing that you can possibly do for yourself. You have lived probably your entire life feeling like you didn't belong. Why have you been feeling like that? Because you have been trying to fit in to the molds that society gave you where you don't belong. It's no wonder why you don't feel like you fit in, because you're a square peg, you're a star-shaped peg trying to fit into this square mold. It doesn't work. So just go out and be you, no matter what, because today is all about decisions. Today is all about decisions. Are you going to decide to share your voice? Are you going to decide to stand up for yourself? Are you going to decide to retire people and places and things that don't belong? Are you going to be afraid to wear the things that you truly want to wear, or engage in the conversation that somebody is having over here but you don't know who they are but they're totally on your level? Go for it. Today is all about your decisions because it's teaching you power and it's teaching you how to stand in your authenticity and it's showing you how to be transparent. Because if you can't be transparent, then you cannot expect the universe to give you what you want if you don't express what you want. Ooh, that was like quotable. You cannot expect the universe to give you what you want if you don't give yourself what you want. Okay, if you don't be yourself, if you are not transparent, because you're just confusing the universe the more that you continue to be that square-shaped peg trying to fit into that square-shaped mold, that star-shaped peg trying to fit into that square-shaped hole. Okay, it just doesn't work. And that was my life. That was my life for absolutely my entire life up until like the second year. Going into the third year of my spiritual awakening is when I really stood in my power, is when I really noticed how powerful I was in the decisions that I made, in the energy that I kept, in the surroundings that I had, in the thoughts that I was thinking. Yes, keep working on it, Joni. Keep working on it. Yes, I never felt like I belonged either, Katie. I never, ever, ever, ever felt like I belonged, okay? And that's part of the reason why I started the Soul Tribe, was because I never belonged. Like, in years down, like, however long down the line, X amount of years, because this is an active manifestation, I am going to be able to share something with all of you that where we can all come together as one. I feel it, I know it, it's in my bones, but that is why we have to keep making the decisions and keep moving forward. Because the more that you stay stuck, the more you're going to stay stuck. The more that you consciously choose to lower your vibration and stifle who you are and just dim your light, the more you're going to be put in around people and places and things that are going to make you feel like you have to do just that. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. Not one thing. Doesn't matter if this person is your mother or your grandmother. It doesn't matter if this person is the best friend that you've had for 10 years. It doesn't matter if this person is your love significant other. If you don't want to do something, you have absolutely every right not to do it. So stop making decisions that are not in alignment with who you truly are. You're confusing the universe. So healing from the past is what we've been talking about with that inner child healing. It's being able to, good morning, Kathleen, being able to parent yourself in a more loving way. Give yourself the love that you never received as a child, okay? So healing from the past is one of those things, like I told you a minute ago. Even though you heal, every time you heal, you shed a layer of your past, okay? It's like that skin. It's like the snake shedding its skin, and you shed that layer. But that is not to say that one day you're going to heal something, right? You're going to learn this lesson, you're going to heal from it, you shed the skin, you grow into this new you, you're a wiser, more evolved, stronger, more courageous, all the things, and then all of a sudden one day, bing, something's going to pop up and it's going to remind you of the thing that you healed. That's not to say that every time you heal, the stuff just goes away, okay? It is to say that every time you heal and you learn something and these things pop up for you, it's not going to hurt you anymore. It's not going to affect you as deeply. It's not going to completely throw off your day. It's not going to derail your mind and your thoughts and your energy and your vibration and your frequency. The more that you heal, the stronger you become. The more that you heal, things don't affect you as much anymore. The more you stand up and you're transparent with yourself, the more that you're able to look at everything that's happened for you and look at it as something that's happened for you, to where it doesn't cause you pain and suffering any longer, and you can just, when it comes up, you're able to sit with it for a second and honor it and just release it and transmute it and then go about your day, because that's what happens for me. Yes, Kathleen. So that was really hard for me to comprehend. It was really hard for me to heal at first because I felt like if I were to heal and shed these layers, I had been cocooned since I was a child. I'd been cocooned in all of this pain and all of this suffering, covered in all of this, just horrible, horrible pain. And I felt like after I woke up spiritually, randomly, one of those people that didn't ask to wake up and it was just like, one day I just woke up. But I felt like in the beginning when it was time to do all of this healing work that I'm talking about now, I thought I was gonna like die or something, because I associated myself with my pain. I thought I was my pain. I thought I was all of my bad decisions. I thought that I was every person that I had loved that didn't love me back. I thought that I was everything outside of myself. I had no self-identity in any way, shape, or form. So that's one thing that I know has to be relatable for so many other people, is you feel like you can't heal from the past, because if you do, you're lost. You would feel lost. Who would you be without that pain? You're going to be that brand new you. That brand new you that you've been dreaming about for so long. You're finally going to be able to unsurface that person. You're finally going to be able to grow and rise from the ashes like this incredible phoenix that you are. So healing from the past is not to say that these lessons that you're learning right now and these things that you're healing aren't going to come back up again in your memories, or something's going to remind you of it. That's not to say, but what it is to say is that when you heal, it's not going to affect you anymore, because you're going to be stronger and wiser, and you're just going to be able to, every time it comes up, just honor it and transmute it so that it can be released, so that it doesn't ruin anything that you're going through in that present moment. So you are, I just got the chills. Like, I am loving this card. So this card is the end of an era card. This is the universe letting you know that in all of those moments when you've been too scared to do the steps that we've been talking about today, today is the day to do it. I'm reading this new book right now, and I've said this before, but it's just so amazing because, like, my intuition told me this, the universe told me this, and then I'm reading this book and it comes up again. So when end of an era, all of the stuff that you have been, like, all of this soul work, all of this healing, all of this transmuting, getting out of your comfort zone, all the things that we talk about every day that you've been like too nervous to do, today is the day to do it. So fear is false evidence appearing real, or false events appearing real, okay? And fear is not something to fear. Fear is actually your internal compass telling you that you're onto something great and that you need to lean into it. When it comes to your soul work, when it comes to being yourself, when it comes to speaking your message, when it comes to signing up for those classes that you have been wanting to sign up for, when it comes to making the next right move for you, and it feels a little scary, that is something to lean into. That is the universe telling you that you are onto something great. And on the other side of those butterflies is going to be your future. One step at a time. You are closer and closer and closer to your future. It's something to lean into. Fear is your compass. Fear is your guide. Fear is that thing that's telling you, this part of your brain is telling you that the butterflies in your stomach and that nauseous feeling like, oh my God, I can't do this. You have to do it. Your soul is beckoning you to end the era, okay? The universe has already like wiped out everything for you energetically and vibrationally and frequencyly. And it's just time for you to emerge. You keep putting yourself in this cave or this spiritual closet. You keep dimming your light. You keep just stop being you. You're just not you. And you're you in certain areas, right? You're you around this person because it's comfortable, and you're you around this person. Okay, I get it. But you are limiting yourself, and then at the end of the day you're wondering why you're not farther along and wherever you want to be farther along in. It's all up to you. The universe can bring you the situations. The universe can speak a message to you through me, but channel a message to you through me, but it's up to you to actually do the steps. So it's time to emerge out of that spiritual closet, and it's time to just put on your woo-woo hat and just get out there and be you. Go meet some new people. Go interject yourself in a conversation that has everything to do with who you are as a soul being. Go retire anything. It can be clothes, it can be a couch, it can be people, it doesn't matter. Everything is energy. So anything, tune into your intuition and energetically connect with everything that's around you. Everything in your surroundings, inanimate objects, people, beings, places alike. Anything that is not in alignment with who you are or who you want to be or the vibe that you want to hold, not for you. Get rid of it. It's holding you down. Everything that we have been talking about for weeks now is showing you that the end of the era is here. You are far evolved past where this part of your brain is telling you that you are. But the more that you keep letting this part of your brain dictate your life and decide where you're going to go and who you're going to see and what you're going to wear and what you're going to buy and what, make all the decisions for you, the more that you are going to be unsatisfied in your life. I said it. Because it's true. You just have to keep pushing forward. And another challenge is every time you get those butterflies, like, oh God, I can't make this, I can't do this. Do it. Because you're going to get stronger. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to feel more courageous. You're going to feel stronger. You are going to feel more wiser. You are going to be more in alignment with who you are energetically than you ever were 10 minutes ago before you made that decision. And isn't that what you want from your life? I do. Every time I feel fear, I'm like, okay, what is it trying to show me right now? What are the steps that can happen after this that is going to put me in alignment with the things? And I just go for it. Rip the Band-Aid off and go. That was the other thing that the book was saying, was that fear is your compass and you need to lean into your fear. And it was also saying that the way you can either stifle the fear, which means get rid of the fear, getting rid of the fear is by leaning into the fear and going for it and not listening to the fear. But then there's also a flip side of that. When the fear comes up, you can also feed that fear. And you feed the fear with time. So when the universe is bringing you a situation and you're feeling all of the feels and you're like, unless you just go for it, you're going to be feeding that fear with time. The longer that you wait to make a decision, you are feeding the fear with time. And as time goes by, it's going to grow and grow and grow. And it's going to grow in here too until you completely talk yourself out of the best move that you can make for yourself just because you felt like you weren't ready. Just because you felt like it wasn't your time. Just because this part of your brain was able to derail you long enough for you to take the best opportunity that the universe has given you in how long. You have to go for it. The end of the era is here about you playing small and you not being you and you not being transparent in all of your surroundings and you putting up with things that do not belong in your life, okay? Leaving. Everything is going to be leaving, okay? Like end of an era, like all of the things that are happening right now. So you have the decision. When the universe starts showing you the people and the places and the things that need to go, you've got a choice, totally. Everybody has a choice. It's free will, right? You have a choice on whether or not you are going to let these things peacefully go, as hard as it may be. Let these things peacefully go, or hold on to it energetically. Create just further strengthening and feeding that energetic cord that's tying you to the past. You have a choice. Do you want to struggle through life feeling like everything is hard for you? Or do you want to just flow and feel like everything's just easy, even though you have bumps in the road? Life might not always be fair, but it always has the opportunity to be wonderful. And that all starts in here. So, I mean, if you're anything like me, you're going to try and hold on. You're going to feel like sooner or later, it's just going to click one day. We're not going to hold on. You're going to be okay with things leaving, because the more you evolve, my best friend is going through this right now. The more you evolve, the more your energy raises, your frequency increases, your vibration starts just going through the roof, and you start shining brighter. You give off such a vibe that people can't help but know you, your energy, and what you stand for just by when you walk into the room. And the more that you evolve and you grow, and the more that you do your spiritual work, the more people, places, and things are going to be leaving your life, because not everything is meant to stay. So the more that you keep trying to make these things stay in death grip, means the harder you're going to feel like you're going to be going through your life. It doesn't have to be that hard. It might be heartbreaking, but your heart will heal. You have the techniques and the spiritual tools and all of the support around you, from the tribe to other people to the angelic realm, the divine subtle realm, that are going to help you heal. So just learn how to let things go. Let anything that's trying to leave. Let anything that the universe is trying to leave, trying to remove from your life, go. Ending of the eras. Let everything leave. Okay? It's just time. And if you feel like things have been a little bit more foggy for you lately, then maybe start taking a look at, and if you feel like your vibe has been off, this is the sobriety card. It comes up a lot. I've noticed when we have really deep soul work to do. Making sure that you are staying sober through all of this. Making sure that you are not feeding those inner demons. When you drink alcohol, when you do drugs, when you consume sugar, all three of those things are feeding your pain body. Did you know that? I didn't know that for like the longest time. And then I learned that and I was like, oh my goodness, it's wild. So when you have deep soul work to do, making sure that you are staying sober through that is choosing to love yourself. It is choosing to love yourself. It is choosing self-care. It is choosing to respect your body and your mind and your energy. It is not allowing anything to get in the way of the important work that you have to do, because that's what those things are. That's what drugs and alcohol is. It's just derailing you from who you are as a soul being. Have you ever noticed, like, this happened to me one time. I had something really major happen in the beginning when I first started Soulful Energetics. And I was vibing so high. I felt like at that point in time, I had never vibed that high in my entire life. And I told myself I didn't need a celebratory drink, right? I didn't need to go out and do that. And then I went out and I had, 4 beers with a close friend of mine at the time. And when I woke up the next morning, that vibe had just plummeted. Have you ever had an experience like that? You're like, oh, I'm just going to go out and dance and I'm just going to go out and have fun, and you're vibing super high, and then the next morning you feel like crap. You have just put crap into your body and your vibe is just completely stifled. That's what those things do. So making sure that you are doing everything that you can to keep that vibe going, to feeding the fire, to feed everything that is happening within you, to feed your soul work and to not feed the pain. That is what life is all about. You have choices every single day, and sooner or later these choices and these things that you're hearing from me and all of the things, you are going to start receiving them in the form of deeper realizations and epiphanies. Things that are going to be so profound that you have no choice but to listen. And so you can either, yes, be high on life, 100%. Yes, Sadie, it's very, very real. I've experienced that a lot. And it's just because we are ingesting, like, alcohol is said to be spirits in other countries. You're ingesting a spirit. Why would you want to ingest any other spirits? It's hard enough being you as it is. But realizations and epiphanies are going to be upon you in these times. As you are creating space, as you are choosing to end these eras, as you are choosing to say yes to your soul's evolution, you are going to create enough space within yourself, within your energy, within your frequency, within your mind, so that deeper realizations, creativity, inspiration, joyous occasions, epiphanies are all going to be on the rise for you as special indicators from the universe, from your angels, from your guides, that you are on the right path. And it's also going to be realizations and epiphanies for things that you are meant to create and anchor in. So if you are not on the right track, when these, if you're constantly drinking, constantly doing drugs, and you are not on the right track, you're going to miss those moments. Those things aren't going to have the ability to come into your energetic field. So just open yourself up. Be transparent today. Go out and meet some new people. Just go out and be you. Go vibe and see if you don't go to bed tonight having one of the best days of your life. Just constantly do things for you. Stand up for yourself. Be yourself. Love yourself. Consciously parent your children. Consciously parent yourself. Just be you. Oh my goodness. I love you guys so much. This was so powerful today. I love it. But oh my goodness, I love you guys so much. I hope that you have an absolutely amazing day. Thank you so much for being you and for being a member of this incredible tribe. I wake up every day and I come on live, or I wake up every day and check the group, and I'm just like, mind blown that we are even here right now. I can't believe it. I love you guys so much. Seriously, you guys light me up, light my soul on fire. You guys are my passion. Your evolution, seeing you thrive, seeing you grow, absolute passion of mine. Soul mission right here. So please like this video. Please share this video so that other members of our tribe can feel free and feel loved and know how to take on the day today. And please go back to the homepage and make sure that you could like and follow so that you can get real-time updates on what is happening here in this tribe. Please subscribe. If you have been waiting to work with me as I've evolved, so have my services and all of the things. I'm sure you've seen a fluctuation in some stuff on the services side. The universe spoke to me a little while ago and told me that the Soul Tribe needed an offer, our first ever offer on any of the services that I provide. And I am offering my magical 11 card spread oracle reading, where we find out what is rising within you, what is falling, what you are currently manifesting, what your potential outcomes are. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Catherine. What you need to know right now, what a past life influence is, what's some of your hopes and your fears are, what are some of your key indicators that you need to take a look at in your life. I am offering that 11 card spread at a 33% off discount. That offer is going to be good until October 3rd at 3:33 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you have been waiting to work with me, I invite you to come into this incredible sacred space that we will create together through meditation and just diving in and calling in your guides. And we go there. We go as deeply as we possibly can. And I've had 4 people now go on to start their own businesses after this 11 card spread. That is an absolute honor to be able to sit there and say. So if you have been waiting to work with me, I do not know when I'm going to be offering another offer at this magnitude. Again, I have no idea when that might be or if it might even happen. So please reach out to me, message me here on the page, message me Angel33, or it should be prompted there, Angel33, when can I book my Oracle session? So just reach out to me. It would be an absolute honor to work with you. I love you guys so much. Please subscribe if any of this has resonated with you in any way, shape, or form. And if you are not a member of the group yet, called the Soul Tribe, Soulful Energetics Evolution, if you are not a part of that group already, we have had almost 15,000 interactions between almost 800 people in this. I have never felt a vibe so high in a group. And I'm not just saying that because, it's our space. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. This vibe is so high, like everybody is sharing their successes and everybody is sharing what they need help with and everybody is asking for help and sharing resources and sharing memes and just connection. My hands are literally on fire right now talking about how incredible this group is. Please search the group, click join. You'll be prompted with 2 questions to answer and to agree to the rules of the group. You have to answer all 3 of these things so that you can come into the sacred space just like everybody else has, because we are trying to keep this as sacred as a container and as high vibrational as we possibly can. But I promise you, as soon as you enter this group, you're just going to be like, it's truly magical. So please come join us in this beautiful, beautiful life together. I love you guys. I hope that you have an amazing day. Please share this video. Namaste.